Alright, I am so excited to be back because this build was amazing, and after 14 hours of time building this, it is done. I give you guys the Avengers tower in all of its glory. I believe it is 5,201 pieces, so that is the biggest build I have ever done. Second was the Daily Bugle back here, so this is significantly bigger than the Daily Bugle. Height-wise, they're not too different, but when it comes to the amount of pieces and everything in there, it is awesome. So we're gonna go into every detail of this. We're gonna go into every little Easter egg they put in this, all of the characters. This is going to be an amazing review. You're gonna wanna stick around. All right, so let's go ahead and just give this thing a spin. I have it on the turntable here so you can kind of see all the details that are on the outside. I'm really zoomed out right now because it's just so tall, so I had to fit everything in the shot. But there are just so many cool details that, from a building aspect, made this a really fun build. So these arches are actually made of those little tilt plates, and it tilts all the way up, all the way down. That was really fun to build. All of the glass windows you have to put together yourself, so it becomes a little repetitive, but it is still cool to see this thing fully build up. So unlike the Daily Bugle, if you have the Daily Bugle set, you know that each floor can kind of come off. It's a modular kind of setup there. This is not. The floors do not come apart. However, in the front here, there is this whole piece that kind of lifts out there pretty easily. And that gives you access to all of the floors in this set. So lots of different floors in the set. And on the top here, you are able to lift off the roof. That gives you access to the little point here. And up here, there is it's this flexible Lego piece. This is also the roof. So this can tilt up, gives you access up there. Stay up, there you go. And then this is a flexible Lego piece. So this is made up of 9 different little straight pieces, and it can flex and bend. So that's how you get that nice arc at the top there. And that gives you access to the complete top floor. And the Quinjet, I love that they made this thing. It is able to fit in there like it is parked, the wings down, and able to fly away. So awesome little details they're putting in this set. I'm so glad that you're able to put the Quinjet in there. It fits really nicely. It can actually go back pretty far in there. But that is how you open this thing up and use it more as a play set. So that is awesome. So let's start at the base here. This is just the front of the building. And if you remember from the actual tower in the movie, there is a significant base on the building that I actually might build. It's just kind of a mock my own build. I have some ideas for it, but haven't really decided. But the physical tower actually doesn't touch down like this. However, I think Lego did a fantastic job of coming up with a base for this building. So you don't have a sliding door like the Daily Bugle. You actually have 2 doors that can open. And let me rotate it here. So that first floor, you can see a desk in the background there, and there's so many stickers and screens that are going on, and this little Easter eggs that are showing on what's going on in the building. There's some Ultron stickers. The Tesseract is sitting right there. You've got 2 chairs to lounge in. There's a soda machine in there, just like the Daily Bugle. It's one of those really good detail soda machines. And then you go up 1 floor, and this is the scene where you can put Captain America meeting himself, and then you get that awesome little funny Captain America's you-know-what is America's you-know-what. So that's the bridge right here. You can see that. Some broken glass there where he falls off the bridge. Again, that keyboard and desk have some really cool details on it, talking about Ultron and what's going on in the building. In the back there, you can't see it too well. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get a shot of that. Is the actual bed that Dr. Cho uses to make Vision, or the Vision body that Ultron is trying to steal. So I believe that was called sarcophagus or something. I have to look it up in the movies. But that is what's going on in the background on that 2nd floor. And now we get to the 3rd floor. This by far might be my favorite floor because there's just some cool little details in here. So you have the Iron Man, I believe that's the Mark 11 getting fixed in there. Don't quote me on that. It says that in the instructions. The instruction books have some little notes on some of the things. Not as too many. The Daily Bugle had some really cool details in the book. The Avengers Tower has some, but they're just there's not as many in this set. But then you have Dumb E. That is the robot that is in Tony Stark's house. He's been in the MCU for a long time, so glad they included him. They actually count him as a minifigure on the box, which I think is really funny. In the background though, you do get some holographic see-through parts, and they have a sticker showing the Iron Man suit and kind of the damage where it's at. and then you have Loki on one of the screens in the back. One of the cool things, you can't see it, but right in here, maybe I can kind of get it there. I tilted the building just so you can kind of see in there, and that's where the little arc reactor is held, and that's what Pepper gave Tony that said Tony Stark does have a heart. I believe that's what it says in the movie. So just really cool little details they put on this floor. I really enjoyed it. This is definitely my favorite floor in the building. In the 4th floor, we have a containment chamber. I'm not entirely sure what the chamber is for. I'm gonna have to look and see like what is supposed to go in there. I'm assuming it's Ultron or maybe Loki, but it is like a jail cell. And in the background there is actually a computer screen with Dr. Zola on it. If you remember from the Captain America movies, Dr. Zola has put himself into the computer as an artificial intelligence. So he is showing up on the screen in Avengers Tower that he has taken control. So that is pretty cool. They have that detail in there. Inside there is a newspaper. It reads, "Who is Iron Man?" And I think that is awesome that they put that in there. Again, just a cool little detail. So let's go to the very top of the tower now. So as I before mentioned, the Quinjet does come out, and that part is fully accessible. So you can open the doors on multiple parts. I left the roof pieces off, and the top is completely open too. So you can see all of the details in there. At the very top, you have Loki's scepter, some computer screens, some Ultron screens that tells Tony that they're getting out of control. Some little artifacts. I'm gonna have to look up what those artifacts are in that room. And just a little balcony area. At the very top of the tower, you see the machine that is opening the portal to the Chitauri that they can get to New York. So amazing details that are going into this set just to make it awesome. Okay, so before we get into how you can make this set a play set, or I don't recommend this as a play set actually for kids. There's way too many pieces on it. I don't think kids would have the mental capacity to sit down and do this. It is very repetitive. The pieces don't come apart like the Daily Bugle do. However, if you're gonna build it, let your kids play with it, absolutely go for it. Because there's so many cool ways to put the characters on and have them look like they're fighting, how you want to rearrange them in the building itself. So we're gonna get into that, but before we get into exactly how to put them on and all that, let's just go over the minifig, because that was one of the biggest parts of this set. People were so excited because you were getting 32 minifigs. So let's jump into those. Okay, so for the minifigs, we're gonna start off with all of the heroes that come with this set. So first off, you've got Nick Fury, Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Thor, and Hulk. Those are your 6 main Avengers there that came in the first Avengers movie and, you know, built up the MCU that we love. Then I added Nick Fury in there just because he's been an original character. At the top here, I put some characters that we have added in the movies that are awesome to see in Lego form. So we have another War Machine. We have a cool Vision with some transparent pieces. Scarlet Witch, Wasp, Ant-Man, he's a micro figure. Wong, which I'm surprised they did not add in Stephen Strange, so not sure why we don't have him, but I'll take Wong, and the Falcon. So I think these minifigs are amazing. All of them have back printing. Let me spin it around for you so you can see a couple of these guys. Just some awesome details on these characters. Wasp and Vision have these awesome, they're not cloth, they're like a plastic material, and it just makes there some really cool transparent effects. Falcon there with his awesome jetpack, lots of stickers. Did not mind putting the stickers on, but was pretty fun. War Machine, as always, has his gun on the back. I did have a problem with him when I put his head on. I could not get it back off, and I did not put the piece on to attach his gun, so I ended up having to take some pliers, wrap his head in some tape so I didn't damage the plastic, and get that off and ready to go. So pretty weird. Never had that before, but not too bad. Like I said, all of these Mega figures have back printing, so Lego did not cheap out. I wish a couple of them would have had more arm printing, like War Machine or Iron Man, maybe Wanda, because we do get arm printing on Black Widow. So I'm not entirely sure why none of the other characters do, but hey, that's okay. I love the Thor fig. Thor, we get 2 faces on him. I have the face right now where he is fully electrified, and he has the big lightning bolt coming off of his hammer. You can kind of tell that's pretty awesome there. Hulk, everybody was stoked about this Hulk figure. His head turns, his head comes off, his hands turn, his arms turn. He is way more mobile in this form, so pretty stoked. awesome heroes for this set. Okay, so for this set, you are getting a bunch of villains. First off, you get 4 of the Chitauri army guys, and this is the army that comes down over New York, and they are the ones that are controlled by Loki, and they are battling for New York. So of course we have Loki up here with his scepter. Amazing minifig. You get a cloth cape with him, the horned helmet, his front has printing with front printing on the legs. Then we have Ultron. Now this is Gen 1 Ultron. So this is Ultron right when he becomes sentient. He's putting himself together with Stark parts. He is finding robotic parts in Stark Tower. And we have Alexander Pierce with a couple of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. So great minifigs. Like the heroes, a lot of them have back printing. I believe all of them have back printing on their torsos. There's a bunch of back printing on the Chitauri with their heads. Ultron has full back printing. So what an amazing just set of minifigs that come with this tower. And to finish off all of the minifigs for this set, we have Eric Selvig. Now, if you don't remember him, he's from the Thor movies. He's the older gentleman. We have Kevin Feige, another Tony Stark, Dr. Cho from Age of Ultron, Pepper Potts, another Captain America. This is from Captain America Endgame when they go back in time. That's what that scene is for. And then same with another Tony Stark when he is back and he's dressed up as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. These minifigures are great, and they also have just some pieces that if you wanted to put them somewhere else in your Lego world that you are building, they'd be great. You can kind of use Pepper Potts, Dr. Cho, Eric Selvig, and Kevin Feige as just regular people that could be walking around in your Lego place. And let me spin it here because all of these characters do have back printing. Again, thank you Lego for not cheaping out on that. All of their accessories that come with them, it's just fantastic. And that is it for all of the minifigs that come with this set. I felt like this was the fastest way to do it since there are just so many that come with this set. And now let's talk about some of the extras that come with this set also. Now, one of the coolest things that comes with this set is one of the Leviathan from the first Avengers movie. And it's just a really cool, I don't know, like diorama, figure, wherever you want to call them. It is just cool. Lots of detail goes into this, lots of moving parts. He's fully movable around. And I love the stand they give him that makes him look like he's flying around. But just look at the detail that went into this figure alone. It's just amazing. Also, if you want to have some fun, you can put Thor on there because Thor does take down one of these guys, or maybe have Hulk punch him, just like the scenes from the movie. So that is pretty cool. Now, with all of these characters, you get a ton of little extras for these characters. You get all these little stud pieces that help you put them on the building. There's a bunch of these clear pieces just to make it look like they're flying around or something. These awesome new pieces that are curved. One of these actually makes it look like Thor is throwing his hammer, so that is really cool. And rearranging your characters and having fun with them, I mean, that is the whole point of Lego, is creating, recreating, tearing apart, and redoing it. So that is just awesome. I'm so excited they gave you so many extra pieces for that. So my final thoughts on the set are just, it's amazing. It's a fantastic set. It's very well detailed. There's not a lot of complaints I can make about this set. The LEGO group did a fantastic job with this set. Everything about it is amazing. The characters are great. They're well printed. They're well made. The tower is sturdy. You can sit here and kind of hit it, and it's not going to have any issues. Like I mentioned too, not like the Daily Bugle where it is meant to come apart. This thing is not meant to come apart. It's stable, it's sound. I don't think you're gonna have any issues with that. So I went ahead and did add the taxi car here with Black Panther. That is something you got if you bought it on Black Friday. It was the gift with purchase. It may still be with the gift with purchase when you buy it online, but I actually would like to get another taxi just to put it on there and add to my Lego city. So this is a really awesome set. I'm sure there was a lot more details in there that I missed, but get the set, you know, go through the instruction books. It's an amazing set. I highly, highly recommend this set. Also, just wanted to show you guys what this can look like when you put it all together with the Daily Bugle and the Sanctum Sanctorum, the other Marvel modular buildings. So it becomes kind of this mess of characters fighting and everything, but honestly, it looks pretty cool. And for a display, it's a pretty fun one. And when it comes to all these Marvel sets, I can't recommend them more than enough. They're so much fun, especially as an adult. My love for Legos and these are just like, they're such nostalgic pieces that I love. My next video is probably going to be the Daily Bugle versus the Avengers Tower and kind of the differences and more about like the building and how they were built and things like that. The design and just things like that. So hopefully that'll be the next video. I might come up with some other ideas or maybe get a new set, might build that one. But the Avengers Tower is definitely going to pop up for more videos just because there's so much in there. Super excited, and thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We're almost at 100 followers, so that is my goal by the end of the year, is get to 100 and really start to grow this channel. So thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.